I'll be the first to admit when the pricing for the 2018 Mustang GT came out, especially for a loaded model, I was quite taken aback at how expensive these cars have gotten. But now that we know what these cars are capable of performance-wise, and if you can live without all the bells and whistles, in my opinion, the 2018 Mustang GT is the best bang for the buck Mustang ever made. And today, I'm going to tell you why. Now, when I talk about bang for the buck, I am talking about performance. Now, in this case, I'm going to focus on straight line performance, horsepower, torque, and quarter mile numbers. Now, as far as handling, I can easily make a case for the S550s, particularly the 2018, being the best handling Mustang ever made as well, but we'll save that for another time. Today, we're going to look at some other Mustangs that people have said are much better than the 18, and we'll compare them and see how they stack up. Now, at this point, we've seen it all on social media. The 18's ugly, the transmissions break, they're too expensive, my whatever is better. Now, there's lots of other cars that people have that they compare to the 2018 Mustang and say how much better their car is. Now, are they actually justified in doing that? Well, let's look at some of the competitors that are out there. We're going to start off with probably one of the most popular Mustangs ever made, and that's the 03 through 04 Mustang Cobra. Now, I've owned these cars myself. The owners of these cars are very, very fanatical about the car. I mean, they're amazing cars out of the box. 390 horsepower, 390 pound-feet of torque stock. These cars, though, typically with a 6-speed transmission, most of them ran low 13s, about 110 to 111. Sure, there's a few cars that snuck in the 12s. I believe the fastest one might have been the 1270 range, but typically at the track, an 0304 Cobra is a 13.0 car. Now, back in 2003 when this car came out, I mean, it set the bar. I mean, so much so that Camaro stopped making Camaros for the next 7 years because they simply couldn't even compete with the 03 Cobra. Now, that came at a price, though. Back in 2003, a Cobra was $33,000, which works out to about $44,000 to $45,000 by today's money, which compared to a 2018 Mustang, you can get into one for a lot less than that if you're not loading it up with options. So while the 0304 Cobra was an amazing car, to this day still is an amazing car, it really can't hold a candle performance-wise to the 2018. So the next car constantly compared is obviously going to be the Coyote Mustang. So we'll start with the 2011 Mustang. Now these cars, base price was in the 29 to 30 range, which works out to about $33,000 by today's numbers. Now in 2011, the Coyote had 412 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque, and good driven cars would run high 12s at about 110 miles an hour, which is very equivalent to the 0304 Cobra. We all know how well the Coyote responds to modifications, and the first-gen Coyotes were a really good performance value and still are to this day. But if you look at the cost by today's dollars versus what you get for a 2018 Mustang, still lean towards the 2018. Now we're talking about the 2011 Mustang. In 2013, the Mustang got a slight redo, got a bump to 420 horsepower, but these cars seem to be a little bit quicker with consistent times in the mid-12s at about 112 miles an hour. Now again, these cars were about $30,000 to $31,000. You can get barely below 30 if you stripped it completely, but by today's dollars, that's about $33,000 to $34,000 as well. The 1314 is a great Mustang for the money. You get the straight axle, you get really good looks, probably the best Mustang taillights of all time. When it comes to straight performance, it still can't keep up with the 2018. So I'm going to skip the 15 through 17 GT because cosmetically it's very close to the 18. I look at more of as a refresh, where the 18 got a little more horsepower and got the 10-speed automatic. So we're going to skip over those because they honestly really aren't at the same level as the 2018 Mustang. So let's talk about special editions. I'm sure you're all sitting there going, what about the Shelby Mustangs? Well, let's look at the top of the line Shelby currently, which would be the 2013 GT500. These were 662 horsepower, 631 pound-feet of torque. I mean, these cars were absolute monsters in stock form. 11.6, 11.7, 125 miles an hour was normal for these cars. I mean, compared to 2018, most of the time the Shelby's going to come out on top in a drag race. The difference, though, is the price. I mean, starting price for a Shelby was $55,000. Most of them were well over $60,000. We're not even getting into dealer markups and stuff like that. So while the Shelby is a faster car than the 2018 Mustang, especially in stock form, you're talking about a $20,000 price difference, which still makes me lean towards the 2018. So while I'm a fan of the 2018, and like I said, I think it's the best bang for the buck Mustang, let me explain why. You can get into a 2018 sticker for in the 36 range for a 10-speed automatic base model Mustang. Now that Mustang is going to make 460 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque, come with a 10-speed automatic, and we've all seen them running high 11s and 12.0s at like 115 to 116 miles an hour. You know, that's a good jump in horsepower and a good jump in ET over what the previous Coyote Mustangs made. Now let's talk about capabilities once you modify the Mustang, because yes, you can get into an 11 through 14. They were a little bit cheaper even by today's dollars. But what you're getting with the 18 is the potential of the platform. I mean, these Mustangs, let's look at Steeda. Steeda has a naturally aspirated car with a stock motor with bolt-ons, stock transmission save for a torque converter. That car's been 1063 at 130 miles an hour, which is absolutely flying for a basic bolt-on car. Now, if you want to talk power adders, well, Midnight Performance totally threw the Coyote world on its ear when it ran an 877 at 161 miles an hour in a twin-turbo 2018 10-speed automatic with a stock transmission and an untouched engine with twin turbos. I mean, think about that. Mid-8s at 160 plus out of a stock engine and a stock transmission. I mean, the capability of a 2018 alone makes it one of the best values ever in my opinion. But again, even in stock form, these cars are absolutely at another performance level compared to the previous models. Now, when I ordered my 2018 Mustang GT, I got Performance Pack, I got the Premium, I got Recaro's, MagnaRide, but none of that stuff is necessary to go fast in the quarter mile. For the mid-30s, you can buy a 10-speed automatic base model and you have an 11-second car with a warranty right from the factory. To me, that makes it the best performance bang for the buck Ford has ever offered. Now, do you agree? Do you disagree? Well, let us know in the comments below. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you click on the CJ button so you subscribe for future videos and click the corner up here for more videos for your Mustang.